It's been a month. I was thinking to myself, surely it can't get much crazier than this, right? So, Gooby, Mish, Hami, and I, we're gonna go fly over and do a ski trip, which we have been planning to do for what, 6 to 8 months or something. At this point, Mish, who is in Australia, was already on her flight over to America. Well, I was looking at the weather app to see where we were going. Turns out there was some sort of monumental storm that was gonna hit where we were gonna go. And I said, oh, surely it won't get any worse by tomorrow. I wake up, Papa Numi comes over to me and says, Numi, you may want to cancel those reservations. And I just woke up at this point and I said, surely it's not that bad. And then I look, they're saying winds up to like 70 miles per hour. A huge blizzard. They closed the roads. They closed the ski resort, everything. And I look at my phone again and I see that not only is Mish now in America, but Gooby was already on his first of like 5 flights that he needed to take to get over to us. And then Hami woke up because she slept over. I said, Hami, bad news, buddy. What? So, we're gonna have to think of a plan B. Yeah, surely it can't get much worse. We caught Mish in San Francisco and Gooby in Calgary, and they both had 1 hour before their other flights. And guys, if they made it over to that destination, they would have potentially been stranded there for 1 week. And Mish was taking a nap at the airport. So I was like, Mish, wake up, Mish, wake up, Mish, wake up, Mish. And Mish woke up. But Gooby, that dumb said, oh, we're changing plans. I'm gonna need you guys to tell me exactly what I need to do because, I'm 6 shots in. I'm kind of f***ed up. So not only do we have to help Mish, but we have to help a f***ed up Goobert Brown somehow make it over to California, where we are, to figure out a plan B for our vacation. And they were trying to find employees to cancel their flights and try to find a way to make it over to where me and Hami are. But nah, they couldn't find any staff. Somehow I found and bought the flights for Gooby. And so Gooby said, oh, finally, I'm free. They had to find his bags. They found Gooby's bags right before they threw it onto the plane that was gonna go to the next destination. Meanwhile, Mish was still trying to find the people to even cancel her flight and get her bags in the first place. After hours and hours of worrying, turns out that they already canceled Mish's flight, but they just didn't tell her. And then we also found out that there were no other flights because everything in San Francisco was canceled. So Mish was stuck in San Francisco for a day. Meanwhile, Gooby was on the plane and he finally made it over and he said, surely it can't get much worse than this. The plane turned right back around because they didn't do any checks on it. So he was stuck there for another couple hours. And I said, okay, well, I guess I'll just go to bed and you can just take an Uber to the hotel that I got for you guys. He said, okay, surely it can't get much worse than this. He got kicked out of his seat for a dog. There's supposed to be a person sitting here. Well, then what do I do about my dog? The flight attendant says, oh yeah, you're right. And then looks over at Gooby. And Gooby just looks over at the flight attendant. There's no way I'm about to lose my seat to a dog. Don't worry, we'll find you another seat. They managed to find 1 seat left. Oh, thank God. Finally, we're okay. They put him in front of a screaming, crying baby. And then Gooby said, all right, surely I'll be okay now. Realized there was no Wi-Fi on that flight. So the only 3 songs that he had to listen to on that flight was Gargura Beggin, Gargura Lost Boy, Gargura Ex Mume Until I Found You. So at one point, he slowly takes off his headphones and then he hears, wah, wah, wah. And then he just sheds a tear. There was turbulence, everybody looking over, worrying that they're gonna die, him being like, is it really so bad? Meanwhile, I bought a flight for Mish on the 29th of March. I bought it a wrong flight, and I used the Hilton app to get these hotels for them. And they have a digital key on the app. And so I got the hotel for all of them, and I checked in and everything, and I said, okay, surely it'll be okay for him to just drive over there, and then I can go to bed. But then I saw that there was red on the digital key, and it says, please check with the front desk person. I called the front desk of this hotel. Oh, excuse me, sir. Yeah, the digital key isn't working, and I was planning to have my friend check in because I'm not with him right now. Oh, yeah, there's absolutely no way you can do it without coming to the desk, even if I give him a picture of my ID. I'm sorry, ma'am. No. You have to come up here yourself, or we can't give you the room. I didn't even have it in me to curse. I didn't even have it in me to do anything, but just let out a... Okay, thanks, bye. I shed a tear. And I said, hey, Gooby, you didn't already put in the thing in your Uber, right? And then he said, oh, yeah, I did. I'm on my way there right now. His Uber driver said to him, well, at least you can look forward to going straight to the hotel. Yeah, no, change of plans. You gotta change the directions to my house. And I gotta drive us over there. So he speaks up to the Uber driver and tells the Uber driver to turn around and go to my house instead. And so I just order some food for Gooby because at this point hadn't ate in like 14 hours. And I bought myself some depression food. And then finally at like 1:30 in the morning, I walk outside in my pajamas looking dead as shit. And I make eye contact with Goobert and he just says, oh my God. There's food inside for us. So he just comes inside. He inhales that burrito that I bought him. And then we were laughing for so long, talking about all of the horrible things that happened to us. And then I drive him over to the hotel, 2:30 in the morning at this point. And it was the same guy that I talked to on the phone who was just not having it with anybody. Can you guys not be so loud? I can't hear myself think. Me and Gooby were stunned to silence. I got him his key. And then I drove home. And then I laid in bed. And then I just looked at the ceiling. And I just said, why? Why am I here right now? What is going on here? Why? Why? So, to say that the month of February was a month, I think is an understatement. Most people that I've been telling about how my month is gone has questioned how I'm normal. When I was talking to this with Gooby, Gooby was all, it's because we're Filipino. Because maybe Filipinos can just take a lot of mental damage. We go through so much, you know?